14 years worth the wait. Incredibles 2 is directed by Brad Bird. It stars Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, and Samuel L. Jackson. Literally taking place right after the first film, the Parr family is back in hiding after a bad PR incident when a rich businessman and his sister give him an offer that they can't refuse. An opportunity to bring superheroes back into the limelight, but who they really need is Elastigirl. Taking the offer for the sake of the bigger picture, Mr. Incredible is relegated to becoming a house husband. But as he finds out that being a stay-at-home parent isn't as easy as it looks, Mrs. Incredible faces off a new foe in the Screenslaver. I mean, to this day, The Incredibles stands as one of the best superhero films of all time. If not the top 5, definitely the top 10. Because it achieved so much. It achieved on the family dynamic. It achieved on the superhero dynamic. It had a bit of a James Bond old school flavor. It literally was the Fantastic Four movie that the Fantastic Four can't make. And I still don't understand why we got 3 Cars movies, but it took us this long to get a Incredibles sequel. As much as I like Monsters Inc., no one was clamoring for that prequel. And as much as I like Finding Nemo, I didn't want to go find Dory. But be that as it may, it arrived. And does it hold up to the mantle of the first film? Well, I gotta tell you, it does. Well, a lot of people will still say that it doesn't match with the first one. I will say that it goes toe to toe. It's neck and neck right now. These movies in quality, storyline, voice acting, special effects, everything. If they give us an Incredibles 3, it could match up to one of the greatest trilogies in animated films, passing Toy Story. It is possible. I'm just throwing that out there. So what are the pros? Well, the voice acting, even though it's 14 years later, it hasn't missed a step. The voice acting in this film is phenomenal. The family dynamic, all the scenes with the family, whether they're arguing, they're bickering, they're joking around, it just feels so natural. It just feels fantastically natural. Especially now with this storyline, the tables have turned for the parents, so it's a very interesting dynamic. And this movie tackles with a lot of subject matter that is of the time when it comes to technology, when it comes to women's rights, when it comes to men taking a back seat for once. This movie does tackle things that resonate in today's society very, very well. I mean, you almost kind of forget that this is a kids movie sometimes. And what Brad Bird does amazingly is that I don't believe he's really trying to tackle so much on that superhero aspect. He's really trying to give us a flavor of that Roger Moore James Bond that I wasn't really a fan of those movies, but when it comes to this animated aspect mixed with the superhero genre, it works beautifully. And you get to know these characters a bit more. You get to see how Mrs. Incredible really always wanted a chance to shine, but she never really got that. So at this moment, she finally, not only as a superhero, but as a woman, gets the respect and the attention that she's always deserved. And you can see that even though she loves being a housewife, she loves being a mom, she can't help but enjoy this limelight of hers. And at the other aspect, you have Mr. Incredible, who always has been used to having the limelight, who is, of course, jealous of his wife for getting all this attention. You know, you get to see him try hard to become a parent because he just can't accept failure at any cost. And of course, we have the kids who deal with teenage angst. We have Jack slowly getting used to his powers. Everything is top-notch quality here. Special effects, story, everything. If there is one thing that this film doesn't match up to with the original one, I would have to say it's the villain. Now, Syndrome as a villain in the first one is a villain of the ages, and it speaks with a lot of people today. I mean, if you really think about it, how all these trolls on the internet just start hating the things that they love, it's almost like they got that little syndrome complex. And while the Screenslaver is a foe not to be messed with in this movie, it doesn't match up to the complexity of Syndrome. But other than that, this is a fantastic movie. It's been too long and it's worth it. The action sequences are great. I had so much fun with this movie. I laughed. I almost cried. I I just had so much fun. Pixar has done it again, and all I ask is that you don't make me wait another 14 years for the third one. Okay, get it cracking, start making it, because this is the only Pixar movie that deserves sequels. With that being said, I'm giving Incredibles 2 a 5 out of 5 stars. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, click like at the bottom. Don't worry, we got a lot of things coming your way. Just stay tuned. This is Ray from LiveWire, and once again, thanks for watching.